Well, it's raining. Yup. You know what that means. There's no delivering today. It's time for Vegas Ride Along story time. It's just rain city. It's just pure rain today. Hey everybody, Vegas Ride Along here. Today is Thursday, February 13th. It's 7:38 a.m. It's 43 degrees. It's cold and it's rainy here in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, let's see if this microphone works out. And I won't be doing any delivering today because I have this nice new car and that I don't own, that I am too fearful of driving in the rain to deliver in. So I was using my wireless microphone yesterday to tell you guys what was going on while I was delivering, and it wasn't working right. I was getting some terrible, terrible feedback. I am just going to be telling you some stories today, and hopefully they are going to be entertaining enough. It ruined yesterday's video. So yeah. Everybody seemed to like the last one. So let's see. Let's get started. Man, I hope this wall mount holds out. Yesterday it fell. Let me just hear how it sounds. It fell and I had to have the phone just on my lap. All right, so I think the microphone's working good now. It wouldn't stick back on. Oh man. So let me tell you guys the story about when I got a DoorDash delivery to go to Tropical Smoothie. It is no fun dealing with a car that you're not familiar with when you're just trying to get your work done. And it was a good one. I was going to get paid, oh man, it must have been about $35 to deliver some smoothies to a business, and the distance was short too. I think it was maybe about 6.5 miles. I think it was for that money. So I was like, this is a good deal. And it's just smoothies. What could possibly go wrong? It's just smoothies. So I headed on down to Tropical Smoothie. It wasn't the normal tropical smoothie that's near my house. I had to actually go to one that was over in Old Henderson. And man, this rain is coming down hard. God, why does it have to rain today? I went to the tropical smoothie there, and I told them the name of the customer. I wanted to make money. And the lady gave me a look. She's like, "Oh, are you here for that?" She's like, "It's a big order." Come on, rain, stop raining. Give me a break. And I looked in the app and I was like, "Oh, how big could this order be? What is it like? What is it like, 6 smoothies?" Okay, what story am I going to tell today? Mm. She said, "No, it's 24 smoothies." Should I tell you guys a story that's like R-rated, PG-13? I go 24 smoothies, and my immediate thought was, how am I going to safely get those delivered in my car? I can't tell you a story about people that show up in their underwear at the door. The day I was picking these up, it was a cloudy, windy day in Vegas, and so I immediately got like a little bit hesitant. I was like, well, shoot, I want the money, like we all do. Those kind of stories, everybody has those stories. You open the door and there they are. Hi, I'm half naked. Where's my food? So I'm like, okay. So I started carting on over carrying on over the smoothies from the from the from the restaurant to my car in sets of 8. So I did 3 trips of smoothies and filled up my entire trunk. Or I could tell you guys like a story. You open the door and the dog runs out and tries to run into the street with smoothies, and also my front seat and the back seat. So I had all these smoothies in the car. Or worse, they jump on you and you almost drop all the food. And then I finally got them in the car and I drove safely to a medical office to deliver them. And I said, well, and the lady told me, wonder what kind of mail I got. Junk mail, bill. Oh, a credit card. Be careful. The bottoms of these drink holders are notorious for breaking, for the bottoms breaking out. I went walking this morning, and at the casino they have a special, $3.99 for a stack of pancakes. And I so that just added to the stress. So I was like, well, how am I going to do this? And boy, could I go for some pancakes? It's like once I got to the medical office, I parked as close as I could, and I had my flatbed cart. So I said, what I can do is I can put all of the drinks on the flatbed cart and then wheel it into the office. Oh God, this rain is depressing. I don't know how you people in other states enjoy rain. It is miserable. That sounded really sensible. So when I got to the location, to the medical building, I took out my flatbed cart. I set it all up. It like collapses. So I uncollapsed it. Why do people at the grocery store always set their cart right in the middle of the aisle so that you can't get by? And then they're just taking their time looking at something on the shelf, and you can't get by them. And then I started loading all the drinks onto the cart, and it's like, don't you realize you're blocking the entire aisle and nobody can get by? While I was loading the drinks onto the cart, a strong gust of wind hit, and 8 of the tops of the drinks blew off. My God, this rain. I'm totally going spacey. And the straws came out of the drinks, and all of the tops of the drinks got you know the containers, the caps that go on top, they all got covered in dirt. Please stop raining. Please stop raining. And grime. And so I just started grabbing as many of the toppers that were on top of the cups that I could, and I took them into my car. And of course they had smoothie mixture on them, so they were filthy. They were mixed with dirt and smoothie. I had this old Cadillac when I was young, and I actually hydroplaned on the freeway. And I just took a rag and I started trying to wipe off the filth with napkins and get them cleaned up. It was an interesting feeling to be driving in on the freeway at night, and all of a sudden the car starts floating. And then I was just sort of panicking, and I just put them, like, set them on top of the drinks. I just snapped them on top, floating on air. It feels like the car is starting to fly. And then I just delivered them, and I waited for my review to come in, because with DoorDash you automatically get the money. I am so glad I didn't wash my car yesterday. So my review plummeted. They gave me a 1 star. I'm sure there's some people out there right now that just threw their money away for delivering them nasty drinks, and I'm sure they had to reorder the drinks, and another driver had to bring them. On the news, they said it's been 274 days since it's rained here in Vegas, and I and from that point on, whenever I do smoothies, I always, if there's a lot of them, I just take a few in at a time, and I always hold the bottom of the smoothie container. And it had to pick the day that I don't have my car when I carry them in 4 at a time. I don't take any more chances. But that was that was just crazy. I'll make you a picture of the smoothies on the flatbed cart and the little tops blowing away in the wind. It was crazy because it was crazy because I was just trying to do what was the most efficient for my time, but I wasn't predicting there to be this strong, violent wind that was going to rip the tops off of the containers. If you told me someday I'd be making these videos in my 50s, sitting in my car telling stupid stories to strangers online, I would say you're crazy. So, yeah. So that was an embarrassing moment in DoorDash delivery history. So far, this car is working out really good. Hasn't been any too many major issues other than the car mount has fallen off. There's nothing worse than getting into your car the next day and you forgot to roll the windows down to air your car out, and you get into it and it smells like a garbage can. And the passenger door stays locked, even though on the driver's side, if you grab the handle, it unlocks all the doors. It's time for some more drawings. But if you grab the handle on the passenger side, it doesn't do anything. See, it's time for everybody's favorite, the drawings. You can't get in, so I have to take the key fob out, press the button to unlock the passenger side door. That's not how my other car works. With my other car, I can grab the passenger handle or the driver's side handle, and all the doors will unlock. Let's make some pictures for everybody to enjoy. So it makes it difficult when your hands are full of food and you're at the passenger door and you just want the door to unlock so you can put the food into your delivery box next to on the passenger seat. Okay, you know how at the restaurants they tell you to confirm the order? How are you really supposed to know they've given you everything if the bag is sealed and on the floor? But you can't because the door won't unlock for you. So I have to set all the food down outside near my car. All you know is that the customer's name's on it, and you're confirming that you've got a bag with the customer's name on it. I don't know what's in there. I'm not even allowed to open it. I'll reach into my pocket to get my key fob and unlock the door. It's either that or run around to the other side and grab the handle on the driver's side and then run all the way back around to the other side to unlock the door. All I can ask you is, well, is everything in there? Somebody online said it took them a year and a half before they finally got their car back from the dealership. Do you ever notice that the orange juice always spills in your car? No matter how careful you are, the containers for orange juice are designed to spill. And they actually had to use the dealership's loaner car for a year and a half. Please don't let that happen to me. There should be a bag for the drinks and a bag for the food. Please don't make me fill up the drinks. Why can't the employees at the restaurant fill the drinks when I get there? I hate it when I end up at a senior living home. It is the worst. They hand me a cup and they go, oh, the drink dispenser's over there. And then I get sticky syrup all over my hands. Speaking of drinks, why does McDonald's always put the ice cold drinks in with the hot food in the same bag? And I have no place to wash my hands. So now I've got a sticky steering wheel I've got to deal with for the rest of the day. Does that make sense? Do you think the drinks are going to stay nice and ice cold with the hot food? They should make it so the customers have to pay more if they live in those big apartment complexes. And do you really think the hot food is going to stay hot when there are ice cold drinks sitting below the hot food? Do you know how long it takes to deliver to an apartment that's really big? You've got to go through, first you got to find a place to park. Every time I end up at a senior living home, there is a huge chance that they're going to ask me for something that is completely be outside of what is my responsibilities as a delivery driver. You got to get to the main security door, and you know those senior living places, they're not the freshest. There's always that special smell in the air. You know what I'm talking about. You've got to get to the elevator. Hello, everybody. I'm your DoorDash delivery guy. You've got to walk through the long hallway. I get paid garbage just to get to their door. And half the time you go the wrong way. Hello, this is Vegas Ride Along. I'm contacting you regarding your contactless delivery. It takes so long to deliver to those apartment buildings. And where would you like me to leave your package? Why there's not an additional fee to those customers is beyond me. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, at the front door? All right. Well, thank you for using DoorDash. Oh, excuse me, sir, but can you take my trash out to the trash can? Or they're like, oh, can you unpack all my groceries? I have a bad back. So I've got to stay inside of their kitchen and unload all of their groceries and put them all on the counter for them. What else? What else? I'm like, oh my Lord. What else can I tell you? And I pick up your stuff and I drop it off. I don't. Then I go on to the next one and I pick it up and I drop it off. What is up with contactless delivery? That's just what I do. And that's it. That's all. No more. Contactless. The very first word is contactless. I don't do windows. I don't do your laundry. Not call the customer and find out how I'm supposed to deliver it. It's contactless. I don't mow your lawn. I do two things. I'm supposed to just leave it at the door. I pick it up and I drop it off. It's like when you say contactless, that's what it means. Why are you giving me all these instructions to call the customer if it's supposed to be contactless? All right, everybody. Well, that is it for today. Vegas Ride Along. I'm out. God, thank God this is over. Oh, man. There's a doggy. Yes, there's a good doggy. That's a monkey. Is that Porters? Are you a good boy? Huh? Are you a good boy? Yeah. Yes, you a good boy. Yes. The best in the West.